In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Medieval Dynasty. And if you watched the first episode from this week, you'll know I made a horrible mistake. Field workers don't need tools, and I made a ton of field worker tools. I mean, it's not a complete waste. Eventually, the field workers will use them. But yeah, I've got a ton of hoes. I have way too many hoes in my town. Way too many sickles. Way too many scythes. The shearing spears, it's a good investment. The axe, the hammer, I don't need the bags at all. Yeah, so those were a good investment. The rest is probably a waste. I will say some of the other testing I did. Iron knives, I don't nearly have enough. Okay, so I'm definitely going to do some serious iron knife making. But today, I need to make animal feed. I think that is a must. It has to happen. Let's grab all the straw. I mean, there may be some boring stuff going on today, but I kind of need to do some boring stuff. Oh, let me check my farmers. What are my farmers up to real quick? Farmers, what are you doing? Farm. 3 farmers. And they're doing flax and fertilizer. Basically, I needed them to keep doing what they're doing. I kind of want them to do more flax, but I'll keep doing that. Smithy. Making bowls. Now, I did get some more information that the bowl making might be something that is a bug. So that could be changed in the future. And iron skinning knife. Wool thread is going to be the linchpin in that one. But I'm going to have them make iron skinning knives for me instead of... So one making bowls, one making iron skinning knives. I have wheat in here and rye in here that I can work. Very little flax grain. I'll deal with that in a little. My horse is finally walking back. It stood there all night when I was working on all the different stuff I was working on. Let's grab all the wheat grain I have. I have some oat grain and some rye grain. I'm going to need that. My farm is set up correctly. Yeah, it's set up correctly. For now. Maybe need to make the change later. I'm still getting rid of the goose. All the gooses have to go. And I'm getting rid of all the... yeah, I stop her from thrashing if I come up here and start thrashing. I'm making wheat grain. Okay, good. And it'll make straw for me too. So while this is going on, we can do a little talking. Yeah, that testing I've been doing. The knives go really quickly. I had 4 hunters, really good leveled hunters, or at least 2 really good ones and 2 that were just fine. And they burned through a single knife in like maybe an hour in game. Be aware of that. I also got some news from one of the mole on Discord, and he was saying, or he or she, I'm assuming a he, was saying that their crafters leveled up after a year, and they are people he's had in his village for a long time, and they've always been crafters, and of course never leveled, and so now they've leveled up in the first year of the update. So had the update crossed the year threshold or went through an entire run of seasons and his crafters leveled up. So that's good news because I have to have 2 smithies to have a chance to maintain the tool requirements. And because my crafters aren't higher level, if I can get my crafters to a higher level, they could be more useful. How to do that? I could build another large tavern, even if it's only for a year or 2, and put 3 crafters in there doing nothing but roasted meat. Roasted meat and simple torches are some of the fastest things you can craft now. The reason roasted meat needs no additional tools, just meat, and they roast it. The simple torch is the same thing, no additional tools, and then you can, I think it's a few sticks and straw. The only thing about it is you need that straw now to make animal feed. So it's kind of a catch-22. Do you do it or don't you do it? Because if you try to do all this crafting on the simple torches, you might run out of straw that you need to make animal feed, thereby not getting other resources. So it's like a big juggling game, trying to juggle all the resources that you need to be able to maintain each different part of your village all at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and let this run its course for a few minutes, and I'll bring you guys back. Coming to the end of beating my wheat, and 143 rye. We'll hold off on the rye. I think I have an issue. I'm not gonna have enough. Yeah, it's 5 straw per and 10 grain per. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Now it's going to change. The recipe is going to change in the next update. But with over 600, well, almost 600 grain and 449 straw, I can only make 59 animal feed. Now, the thing is, we don't know how far one animal feed goes. Will one animal feed do 20% in the first animal house? You know, the first place that animals are being raised in? Or is it more of it puts food into each of them, but only like 5%? I think it is based on what I've seen with the horses, because they're like the last thing built. So the very first thing you build, the very first animal housing that you build for them, that one gets filled 100%. And then as you go along, and the last one that you built, which in a lot of our cases happens to be your horses, they get whatever's left over. So in my case, my horses are usually hungry when I've been doing testing in the new update. This also takes a long time, so this is something I definitely want to have automated. But right now, I'll have them just continue doing I mean, I don't have the resources. I'm basically using all the resources up, and I'm also going to store this in my food storage area, because it's just like any other kind of food. It loses more durability in your inventory, and then a little bit less of that durability if it's in your personal storage, resource storage. And of course, the best place to put it is, or I think the resource storage and your personal storage are the same, but the best place to keep it is food storage. Now, I think for the villagers to use it and feed it to your animals, that it needs to be in resource storage. But at least until the update happens, I'm going to keep mine in food storage. I don't know how many more seasons we're going to get through. I typically only play 3 times a week when I'm doing recordings. So I'll usually get through 1 season each week. I'm thinking maybe by next week the beta would be live. And the next time I play will be full on the beta, which is like why today, even though this is kind of boring activity, it's really important that I get this done. And I don't want to skimp out on a video for you guys, but I also don't want to go into another season or skip, a season of activity and not show it to you. I know other YouTubers, they do 2 or 3 seasons and they'll do a video and show you what happened. I'm doing more of a long play, kind of like what I do with the other games that I do, where I'm basically showing you everything that I'm doing from start to finish. why I'm doing, well, not always why, because let's be honest, there's times I don't even know why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. But typically, you'll always know my thought process, why I thought it might have been a good idea, even if it was the worst idea in the world and you all knew it and I knew it and I'm an idiot and didn't see it. All right, let's grab this. That, I'm going to put that away. Now, typically I would have spent the night beating flax so that I have a lot of flax grain to sell, which, I mean, I can sell all this flax grain. That I know I can do. I'll have more than enough left over. I haven't even hardly beat the flax that I have. I'm going to store the straw here. Straw is kind of important. I might even go out and pick straw. But I wanted to show you guys something with the flax grain. I know I've talked about it before. I don't know if I've ever done anything about it before. Meaning made sure to show you on camera what I'm going to do. And because I've been working on raising my my diplomacy, this is why I'm going to show you this today. Because when they made the update to diplomacy, you know, before the next update, I might want to make some more potage so that I actually have potage made. Let's drop some buckets in here. I don't need to carry buckets on me. You'll notice I have nothing else to sell. Typically, I'd be doing a run to sell off arrows or other stuff. I mean, I could sell those extra tools that I happen to have that I'm not going to be able to use, or I don't have a use for them in the current update. So I guess the bags can get sold. I'll sell 10 and I'll keep one really good one. How about that? I think that'd be smart. And sell these. The pickaxes I'm gonna need. And I won't need all the scythes. I only need one. I don't even need the one, to be honest. We're gonna get rid of that wood hoe too. All right, any way I can save a little room right now? No. Let's go ahead and drop a few things so I can go get my horse. Now, I don't know if they're going to drop as one item. It looks like they did. I thought I lost something, but no, there's stacks. Perfect. We'll grab the horse. We'll come back over and get this. Where's my horse? Usually, yep, there he is. Come here, horse. At least you're not moving. I'll have to try to chase you down. Run back over to the storage real quick. So hopefully the developers, I mean, like I said, I still don't know if it's going to be considered a bug or not that you lose the, now, can I pick this up without getting off my horse? Doesn't look like it. All right, the thought process I didn't finish. Yeah, it looks like that the bowls might be, you know, the bowls disappearing might be a bug and not intended. That's what some people on the Discord were talking about, that they added it to their bug list because they didn't think it was right. And I don't think so either. But I can understand the developers don't want you to make a single set of bowls and never make another bowl again. It's not realistic either. So something like the buckets, where they'll last a certain number of uses, and then you have to, you know, then the bowl is used up and you have to replace it. I'm fine with that. That just kind of like a bucket, you know, that makes perfectly good sense to me. I cut down that house. It's been leaning against that tree I cut down. It's been leaning against our house for like years now. If I ride out into the field, I can sell to Dagbert without even getting off my horse. All right, buddy, don't move, don't move. All right, show me your stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. Because we want to raise our diplomacy skill, I'm going to quickly jump in. We're going to check my diplomacy skill. I want to see if this works. We're looking at 767.6 as my diplomacy skill. If I were to sell all the grain at once, I'd get a certain number of diplomacy for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy as much stuff as I can buy from him to get him as much gold as possible, and then try to sell all the grain at once using up all the silver he has. So I can make a larger purchase at one time. And I'm going to lose money doing this, but it might be worth the diplomacy points. I'm not sure if it is yet or not, but I want to look at it. So exit, don't move. Let's talk. Okay. So what's really important to me? Animal feed, but it's really expensive. I'd rather buy a lot of one thing than a little bit, like only 28 animal feed. I'd rather get more fertilizer. Let's look at what I can sell him. Flax grain. Can I clean him out with flax grain? No, not even close. All right, that's good. That's what I want. So I want to get as much. So the largest number of items I can buy from him is fertilizer. So I'm going to buy all his fertilizer. I mean, let's call it an investment. It's only costing me 2,000 gold. It's an investment. That puts additional gold in his inventory. I'm going to buy all the straw. I need straw. And once again, this is a test. Do I want to keep going? 3,000. If I sell you my flax grain now, and I sell all of it, he can buy 7,000 or 775. So we're getting much closer. Let's go ahead. Man, 28. God, that's horrible. I mean, it's a test. I want to make this test. So let's look at this. How much he can buy? He can buy all of it now. Okay, so I want to stop because I wanted to get to the point where I could do as. I mean, I'm going to lose about 2,000 gold doing this, but I think it's going to be worth it. Now let's look at my. It's for escape. Go back to my skill. Now, did I get anything for buying? No, it's only for selling. Okay, so then this proves my point. I want to buy as much stuff as I can from him, as much stuff as he has, or makes sense. And then I want to be able to make the largest single transaction, because if I sold him, 200 or 300 grain and I cleaned him out, and then I'm only getting a small percentage, but now I'm going to get the largest percentage possible by doing a single transaction with him instead of smaller ones, because you get a percentage of the goods sold, the amount you sell it for, as diplomacy points. And so the biggest transaction you can make is better if you're worried about diplomacy points. And that's what I'm trying out here. Dagbert, no, stop. Come here. Show me your stuff. It was 767. We're going to sell him all of this. That should almost clean him out. There's 157 left. You know what? He can... Oh, actually, I have the scythes and stuff to sell. But he's not going to be able to buy too many of those. But I don't want to... I don't want to mess with it. If I sold 1,072 flax grain to him in a single transaction, 4 per, I get how much skill? 810. So that got me about 40, 67, about 40-ish diplomacy points. And if oh, dude, stop. Dagger, come here. You have to work with me. I can't get off my horse because I'm overweight. So now if I sell him, I guess I can sell him iron. I can do 2 iron hoes. So just 2 iron hoes at 140 gold this time. And I probably get like a point. I'm guessing I'm gonna get a point. Okay, you can leave, my good man. I do not need you anymore, but thank you very much for your assistance in my testing. Yeah, I got 1 point. So do you see the difference? I sold those 2 items for 140 gold and I got 1 point. But I sold all that grain for over 3,000, almost 4,000 gold, and I got 40 points. So 4,000 gold equals 40 points of diplomacy. Now, it cost me a little bit of gold to do that. Like I said, I probably lost 2,000 or 3,000 gold, but for this one transaction, I didn't care. It wasn't about the silver. Oh, I keep saying gold. It wasn't about the silver. It was about the diplomacy points. I'm trying to build up my diplomacy. I want to get that next skill point before the update comes out. It's still my goal. And I can't wait for the update when the horses don't care about rocks anymore and they can just keep running. That's going to be so nice. Let me get back. Thank you. Jeez. We'll run into town. I'll store this stuff. Is there anything else? I mean, I still have more stuff to sell. I guess I could run over to Gustovia and sell some stuff over there. I have to get it sold. Oh, I want to get it sold before the season changes over. Let's go in here. Fortunately, you can use stuff like this when you're on your horse. Drop that off. I'll drop some straw in here. They're going to be making straw. The animal feed. Man, the animal feed really heavy. Plus all the tools, actually, too. And yeah, the animal feed was definitely that hurt. But I'm going to need it. And I'd rather have a nice stockpile of... Okay, this is nice, too. Now, I've got to see if I can get my mount out of here. 87 animal feed. That's a good start. I mean, in all honesty, if I really wanted to get ready for the next update, I should play this year out. Even if it's off camera. God, I don't want to do that. Should I make extra videos? Should I do 5 videos this week? With 5 videos, I could play this season out because I've already got 2. This right now would normally be my 3rd video of the week. But with all this extra gameplay that I need to do, I guess I could do that. I could do an extra 2 videos. That would give me, it would only give me 2 more seasons, but it would get me further into, right now it's summer. It would get me into fall, into winter, with the change of season happening right after the update, and I'll be going into spring. That actually might work. Oh, I have the quest to pay taxes, don't I? Probably should go ahead and pay my tax. Unfortunately, when you pay taxes to Unigast, he doesn't put that money in his inventory. So you can't, like, because that's something I thought about too. It's like, well, hell, if this works and it does what I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have a quest to turn it? I do have that quest, don't I? And she needs flax and leather. Darn it, and I don't have that stuff on me, and the day's almost... You know what? I think that one's just going to have to fail. I'm not running all the way out to there, and I don't want to buy flax. If flax is just too expensive to buy. All right. Where are you, Uni? There you are. I'm not getting off my mount. My legs will buckle if I do. I guess I don't have taxes to pay to you. Okay, good. Sell that. No more gold. Okay, well, that's fine. I got most everything sold to you. I can go to the tavern and sell the rest, I'm sure. I'm not going to try to ride... You know what? I am going to try to ride my mount right into the tavern. The game's like, no, you can't do that. Hey, it was worth it. If I'd been able to ride my horse into the tavern, that'd have been cool. I don't know if the tavern owner would have appreciated it, but oh well. Buy some scythes from me. Buy these bags. Part of the problem was those bags were expensive. All the linen fabric that went into those bags, that hurts. But I don't do enough stuff with them to make it worthwhile. And buying potage isn't a good idea, but maybe buying the flatbread as a food that I carry on me. I might start doing that with the change in the way the food's gonna be. That might be a smart thing to do. While I'm here, where is the... I think she's right over here. She's the one that sells grains and stuff. Do you have... I don't know what I'm looking for. Well, I might as well. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm actually trying to buy and sell, but that's not you. Ah, that's you. Show me your stuff. Rye grain. Well, you know what? I think an investment in rye. I buy your straw. And I know you guys are going to be, what are you doing? Go pick the straw yourself. And I agree. You are right. I could have just gone and picked the straw myself. The problem is time. And I'd rather have the straw in hand than sit there at the water's edge trying to pick it. And yeah, it really was throwing gold away or silver away. But guys, I've got 25,000 silver and I have nothing to spend it on other than paying taxes. And once I beat all the flax that I have, I'm going to have more gold or more silver. So it's more of a time saving than, I mean, money wise, it was stupid for saving me time and giving me more time to do better content for you guys, other than having you watch me beat wheat. And nobody wants to watch me beat my wheat. You know, I think that was a good investment of my money and your time and your entertainment value. Thank you, and please. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Stop listening to me right now. Stop the video, save yourself, okay? We all know that's true. Let's run home and see what's happening at the homestead. What are they going to be planting? They're going to harvest 2 crops, but they're not planting... Oh, wait, no. I think they need to plant the rye, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, wheat gets planted, but I'm not doing wheat. Because we're not using wheat as animal feed anymore. It's rye and oats. I'm trying to think if I want to make one of my fields, or if I need to remake fields out in the other area. And that might be a way that we go. Oh, let me look at something. What's my skill? 839. Yeah, I didn't do very good over there. I'm just selling those, you know, those small little increment. Oh, I didn't sell that one. Idiot. The small little stuff doesn't do a lot of good for you, unfortunately. All right, so that'll stay there. You know, you guys should really light these if you're going to be sitting around them. Usually somebody does, but I've noticed it doesn't always have. Oh, my door got caught. I knew that was a possibility, but I hadn't had that happen on this. But oh well. I when I had placed it, I was like, you know what? That could be an issue. And guess what? Finally became an issue. No, I'll keep all the seeds. Unless I know they're planting with something, I'm keeping the seeds over here. It's just smart. Yeah, this is what? Oat. So yeah, they're probably going to plant rye. The oat wouldn't be planted. It's not ready. They haven't even harvested the oat that I have. Store cabbage seeds. Oh, I'm taking that out. I'm an idiot. But that is enough cabbage seeds for the next run. I'll put some more flaxseed in here. Rye grain. Keep the straw. Grab this straw. Grab all the rye. It's not a lot of animal feed. I mean, not a lot at all, but it does get me a little bit closer. Maybe at night, one of the things I'll do, you know, I have other things I need to do today, but one of the things maybe I think I should do is go out and just pick hay or pick straw. I think that would be a good investment in my time. Speaking about good investments in my time, let's take you off of that. We're going to reassign you once again, and you're going to be coming back as a hunter. And knowing what's coming in the next update, I am going to decrease the feathers. I don't need as many because I'm not making all those arrows anymore. I'm going to increase the leather and increase the meat. Drop it down. I think that's good. I want to get a good stockpile of meat coming into the village, and having the leather coming in would be nice, because if you need leather, you're gonna need a knife. I'd rather get as much meat and leather stockpiled before the update happens to offset that. How are my craftsmen doing? You've been making wooden bowls. You've been making the knives. Of course, you're not going to level up. I am hoping the next update they do start leveling up. That'd be nice. What have I had you making? Oh no, I've had you making bags. I don't need the bags anymore. What I do need you making is wool thread for knives. So I'll have you make wool thread. That'll be good use of your time. So that was a little mistake on my part. I should have checked. And you guys, I have you guys making fertilizer and flax grain, so that's good. Okay, let's go see what they got produced today. So they produced another 5 knives. Okay. Only 1 bag was produced. Okay, good. So I didn't lose a lot of resources. That's a good thing. 270 fertilizer, but I dropped 100 and something on there that I ended up buying, which I still feel bad about, but I kind of needed. I wanted to do that test. I've been wanting to do that test for a while. Ooh, grab that straw. Thank you much. 29 wooden bowls. That's a good start. Very good start. Not enough, but definitely a good start. Well, everybody's kind of like doing nothing. I do want to go out and talk to people, but it's something I would do off screen. And then of course, you know, I want to beat my stuff, and I don't want you guys to have to watch me beating my stuff anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Medieval Dynasty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.